Okay, what up ladies and gents, it's your favorite Asian robot right here, and we are about to begin a TFD stream. I know it's been a while, but as you know, I've been busy with a lot of other stuff, and of course, Borderlands 4 has sucked up a lot of my time. The story is so much fun there. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? Okay. KO. Alright, let's start things off. Give me 1 second so that I can adjust a few things. Okay, let me tweet and share everything, and then off we go. Yes, indeed. Those of you who are here early, please wait. The poll will be up for you guys to vote soon. I'm gonna prep the stream first, so sit tight and wait. There we go. I'm doing perfectly because I'm a god amongst you pathetic mortals. But no, I'm doing fine. Can't complain. Okay, tweet completed. Okay, just have to tell my Discord and we're good to go. In the meantime, if you guys are bored of waiting, how about you like and share the stream, yeah? Okay. Everything is good and everything's in place. Now come on, surely I can see more likes than what we have now, right guys? If you're gonna be here this early at my show, surely you'll like it enough to like the show, right? Come on. Don't be one of those peeps. Like, share. Show that you care. And if you don't, I'll beat you up. Well, that's lucky for you, Osman, but you can just vote accordingly with the poll. I'm interested to see what the crowd has to say. A small minority of people do think like you, but most of us, we've got limited time, so obviously we go where the fun is.
Probably humanity's real hope.
And unfortunately, the fun is no longer prevalent because I think pretty much everybody and their grandmother already has whatever they need to have, so there we go. Well, that's good for you. Thanks for sharing your opinion. As it is, though, after 11 votes, yep, you're definitely in the minority. But a healthy 45% are bored but still playing, apparently. The question I want to ask those 45% of people is, shouldn't y'all be just playing other games? I mean, like, I myself play other games all the time. Because if you're already bored, why are you wasting your time, bro? Don't be wasting time. Okay. Good out. Now to go bum around while I keep an eye on the polls. Sure. Nothing wrong with that if you want to, Chosen One. If that's what you feel you should do, then do it.
This is Hound Axion, reporting extreme concentrations of void energy within the operation zone. All units, please proceed at your own discretion, but do not exceed your limits.
Let's go.
Why do you find it difficult? Like, what is the difficulty? Is it in forming a party? Or is it that when you just go in randomly, you just don't see people there? Because for me, even in Asia, I just don't see people in the Axion Plains. Like, they just don't seem willing to work hard, at least in my opinion. But of course, that is all a part of the whole, they don't exactly want to be playing right now. Okay, that was an awkward situation. It looked like it bugged out for a second. I think the sword will definitely change things to the extent that people will have a new toy to play with.
Are you ready? I feel amazing.
Well, that's good, John. Could also be due to the time that you play.
This is HQ. Enemy
Some people play at very awkward times, which is why they don't see people. But I'll wait for them to elaborate their point. Because I know that everyone has different experiences. See, now that Chosen One is going to depend on how game-changing the swords are. For example, I was having a discussion with a pal of mine, and I felt that swords might be interesting if, for example, what if swords made Bunny one of the strongest characters? Think about it like that. Hey, Baron. By the way, Baron, I learned how to make good power metal today. Power metal / fantasy metal. It's been something I've been wanting to do for a long time. Finally succeeded. But anyway, coming back to the topic, let's talk about it for a second. Swords could potentially be game-changing. only because
Mission complete.
I was thinking, like I said, I was
All units
spitballing with a
proceed to
friend of
transport
mine,
location.
and
Great work.
the crazy thing is that if the swords create a highly mobile playstyle, where you can just dash in, slash, and you get that Devil May Cry type feeling, if you could get something like that going, the sword itself could make Bunny one of the strongest characters because she would be doing skill damage passively while sorting through enemies, which could potentially create a very interesting playstyle. So these were like the thoughts that were in my mind. So if they'd implemented badly, I have no doubt that it'll go exactly like you say. The hype will be done in a week, Chosen One, and it's all Olga from there. Which is why I constantly play other types of games, because there's no point in me, just sticking around a sinking ship, essentially. But let's find out. If they do a dev stream. I mean, I'm sure they will, but yeah.
This is Hound Axion, reporting extreme concentrations of void energy within the operation zone. All units, please proceed at your own discretion, but do not exceed your limits.
Okay, great. Hey, Austin. How's it going?
We've confirmed a large-scale Vulgus transfer.
How come I didn't see Austin? Weird. I almost never miss Austin's chat, but I literally don't see it in the list. That's so weird. But hi, Austin. Sorry if I missed you, pal. See, the big problem with the Nier collab for me, Chosen One, is that I got very little value out of it. Because their whole Season 3 big launch did not go as well as planned. We only peaked at 21,000 on Steam. Extremely disappointing. Compared to the so-called 200,000 that, compared to the 200,000 that they said signed up, right? We peaked at 21,000 on Steam concurrent, which was extremely disappointing. More like Glory Hammer, but way better than Glory Hammer, because I really hated Glory Hammer.
Are you ready?
But Glory Hammer style.
I feel amazing!
Less like Powerwolf and Sabaton. Ah, well, there's Austin after all. Yeah, Borderlands is a lot of fun. I'll have to slowly build up my rep there for anyone to really watch my stream other than the regulars, but it's definitely a lot of fun. But yeah, the Nier collab did not do well enough for me. And that really set the tone for me. So I don't know if I'm as excited for their next collab, because Nier being their first collab and then, doing so, well, relatively poorly, although they rocketed up the Steam top sellers chart because all the dedicated folks bought in, it felt disappointing overall because I did not gain as much value from it as I would have liked. And although there were a few weeks of popularity for TFD, the momentum slowed drastically. I think because a lot of the new players that were joining in, or a lot of the players that, came back, they got their values worth in like a week or two. They grinded out what they wanted to grind out and then they left. Or they were discouraged by the grinding systems. So I think that, disappointed a lot of folks. Hey, Lewis. Yeah, so am I, Duce Rodez. Just vote accordingly, man. Remember, this is a poll and discussion. While I understand that we are all playing different games, try not to sound too obnoxious about it, right? It's hard to facilitate good discussions if y'all just want to be obnoxious. Nobody likes the obnoxious people, yeah? Now, for my real supporters, don't forget to like and share the stream so we can continue to have interesting discussions like this. Thank you for understanding that it was your bad. Let's keep the discussions light, shall we? But yeah, taking a look at the poll right now, we got 21% of people that are playing daily, 42% are bored but still playing, 32% are playing other games, and of course, if we include the 5% into that, we got 37% essentially, you know, playing other games for now, which is understandable because I'm doing the same thing. You know, it's not like I'm not doing the same thing. I hear you. You know, but that's why it's so important to have these discussions, because the more I know, the more I can chill with you guys, understand where you guys are coming from, and what's on your mindset. What's on your mindset, what's on your grind set. I want to know these things because it helps me. Now let's take a look at the public in Axion Plains, because the past few times that I've been in there, I found it hard to actually get people around. But let's find out. Let's find out, you know. Maybe today we'll tell a different story, but it is Monday as well. Late night in the Asia region. Let's find out what Asia's thinking. Well, that I know because you're a massive nerd, Baron.
Descendant.
But I would expect as much from my nerds. You know what I miss? I'm so used now to the Borderlands hoverbike that I feel sad that my hoverbike doesn't throw me forward, that I have to grapple to go forward. This kind of saddens me a little bit. You know what's crazy, Lewis? I think that there is actually potential for it to do so, but I just don't, I guess, have the power of faith to believe that they will implement it in a way that can keep people's attention for that period of time. That's, I think, where a lot of my mindset is coming from. I'm feeling that, like, it actually has the potential, but I don't think they'll ever implement swords in accordance with my vision, because it would completely replace gunplay, you know? Because my vision for swords is that the swords will have an automatic gap closer. So basically, you'll pull off sword combos, but if you're near enough to a Vulgus, you'll essentially dash toward them and slash them down. Swords should also have an AoE slash so that it can sort of get through hordes a little bit faster. Think of it as like a mini version of the Keelan thing. Like that's really what I wanted to have. And that would make swordplay feel very fluid and smooth here. But it would also probably completely eliminate gunplay, because swords would have their own mods, and once you power them up, ideally you should be able to one-shot most of the trash mobs, which is where swordplay should be. Otherwise there'd be no point to playing the swords. You get what I mean? We don't know what modules they'll be introducing though, so we can't say that there won't be their own modules for it. Or they could also adapt current modules to fit the swords. You never know. Well, that could be totally possible if they're willing to replace like the ADS function with like you can wield a pistol type thing with it. But maybe there'll be some penalty to it, like your reload speed would be slower. I don't know. I would rather have a sword that can deflect bullets. Give me a freaking lightsaber. Or lightsaber equivalent, since we can't actually have a lightsaber. I would say just give me something like that. And that would seem fine to me.
Descendant. I picked up a mutant material formation signal in the skies nearby.
Attention. Large-scale dimensional signals. Please evacuate an area out of range of sirens.
Hell, sword and board could also be a thing, man.
Descendant.
Why not?
Traffic is increasing at your location. It looks like the Legion of Breach.
But honestly, I'd like to be able to deflect projectiles while I close the gap or something like that. That would be pretty darn cool.
Bogus special assault ship identified.
LOL.
Primary tactical objective confirmed. Search and destroy required.
I shot the wrong target. Whoops.
Get a real feel for it. Descendant, a large cluster
Nice
of
job,
fish
Ziggy.
creatures has been detected in the area.
A combo system would be good, JN. Like, that's what I really need. Like, if the sword play is too simplistic, then people are just gonna farm the sword, get it for mastery. Unless it's a meta weapon, people aren't even gonna look at it. So, if they really want to implement melee into this game, they better have a full system ready to go. This is not something that they can just do in drips and drabs, I think. And that's what I'm worried about. Because as much as people are hoping and praying,
There must be a colony.
I don't have the faith that these prayers will be answered.
New super chat received.
Nope, never even bothered with it. Actually, no, wait, I think I did bother with it and it was garbage. So, no. If somebody finds a use for it, good for them. And thank you for the super, Lewis. In fact, yes, I do have some metal that'll motivate you guys. I think you'll like the power metal to get you motivated on Monday, alright? I got you, Lewis. I didn't take my nap today because the creative vibes just hit. And I thought to myself, my Monday people need some energy. You know? I fear, JN, that you are correct.
Descendant,
And I agree.
destroy this tactical objective.
I believe that is what will happen. And that is what kills me internally.
Colony of breach creatures spotted inside the operations zone.
Because the pain is that I know that you're right. I mean, how nice if I could live in ignorant bliss. But I know that we're all thinking the same thing. I think melee should be used, should being the key word,
Descendant,
be used to buff up the characters that aren't so good. Like Luna is already horrendously strong. I don't think she should suit melee. I think that it should be used on characters like Ajax, you know, Bunny. Characters that have lost their place, you know? Because Ajax could, like, get into the fight, jump in, you know, blast a skill, and then, like, fight with the sword. Like, that, I think, would be good. Keelan, yeah, him too. The options and said possibilities of those options are endless. And therein lies the key. Yeah. Len. Exacto mundo. Keelan could dash in and dash out with sword. There's a lot of other characters that could benefit, and that's where I think some uniqueness would come in. But ladies and gents, before we carry on with the discussion, why don't we do some shy nanigans. All right, let's nanigans with the shy. First, I'm gonna murder this Colossus, and I'll play for you guys my new power metal song, courtesy of Lewis. All right, get you guys charged up for Monday. Like I said, I've been working hard on this new tunes. I think you might like them. Well, some of you might like them. I don't know. We'll see. I do love sharing my music taste with all of you, after all. Right? Go, Doggerino. All right. Y'all have a listen to this while we wait for Wall Crash, all right? Let me introduce you to my new band, Crimson Dawn Unchained. Have a listen. If you're not ready to charge the enemy castle after this, I failed.
From the ancient stone a whisper rises, heard across the shattered lands. A call to those with kindred spirits, with a torch in our hands. Hear the thunder, feel the ground shake. A new day breaks on this sacred place. We stand as one, by sun and by steel. For the crimson dawn unchained, the fates now reveal.
The shadows that clung to our weary souls recede before the coming light. Our past is written in the fiery glow, and we will rise with all our might.
Hear the thunder, feel the ground shake. A new day breaks on this sacred place. We stand as one, by sun and by steel. For the crimson dawn unchained, the fates now reveal. By the oath of the sky, by the flame of the sun, our final quest has only just begun. No foe can stand against our legends fire. Our legacy echoes ever higher and higher.
Now, here's a bonus. Right after this one, I'll show you the more fun version of this song. Because I made a serious version. Here's the fun version.
From the ancient stone a whisper rises, heard across the shadowed lands, a call to those with kindred spirits, with a torch in our hand. Hear the thunder, feel the ground shake. A new day breaks on this sacred place. We stand as one, by sword and by steel, for the crimson dawn unchained. The fates now reveal.
The shadows that clung to our weary souls recede before the coming light. Our past is written in the fiery glow, and we will rise with all our might.
Hear the thunder, feel the ground shake. A new day breaks on this sacred place. We stand as one, by sun and by steel, for the crimson dawn unchained. The fates now reveal. By the oath of the sky, by the flame of the sun, our final quest has only just begun. No foe can stand against the legend's fire. Our legacy echoes ever higher and higher. Hear the thunder, feel the ground shake. A new day breaks on this sacred place. We stand as one, by sun and by steel, for the crimson dawn unchained. The fates now reveal.
And there you go, Lewis. That was Crimson Dawn Unchained by new power metal band. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you very much for being the first super chat today. Now, for all the metalheads, let me know what you thought. Hey, Don, good to see you. But yeah, Mr. Blackstar 99 Gaming, it's the same build from last season. Nothing changed. The only thing is that you want to slap on Gap in Time. You'll be fine with that. Or Power Beyond. Actually, both of them are roughly the same. Power Beyond has slightly better utility than Gap in Time. But overall, it makes no odds if you're running Bunny. But there should be no need for a bunny build, because if you're using bunny, then I'll have to personally reach through the computer and smack you, because nobody's using bunny right now unless you're playing older content, in which case the older bunny build still works. You don't even have to update bunny at all, because if I catch anyone running bunny in Axion Plains, I'm going to personally reach through the computer, slap them, and remind them that they don't exist anymore. Because, yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Or, you know, this hand will come down on you. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the new power metal. I'm glad you liked it though, Lewis. Now, let's take a look at the polls while we carry on. We had about 83 votes so far. By the way, guys, don't forget to like and share the stream. I know most people just vote and go. I know they don't actually care about our stream or content or, you know, having a discussion with us, which is totally fine. You want to vote and go, you can vote and go. Although it really doesn't help, because then what's your point? Because you're not sticking around to even, you know, like, helping anybody. Hey, listen, on Wings Like Eagle, you want to log in and run around like Bunny? That's cool, man. If you want to be the edgy kid in school, then go for it. Here's a thumb for you. Now get the hell out of my stream. Hey, Chester, doing well. Can't really complain. But anyway, checking in on the votes, we got about 21% that say, nope, playing TFD, still playing daily. Good. 45% are bored, but still playing. 26% are bored and playing other games, and 7% are going to see us in the next season. So there you go. That being said, the 45%, you know, bored but still playing, why? If you're bored, why are you still playing? I mean, I have to do it. I'm a content creator, but, you know, what is the motivation here if you're bored but still playing? Like, is there some magical amulet holding you captive? Makes me wonder. I need the bee. Where's the bee? There it is. But at the very least, you can see, excuse me, there are still people. There's something in my teeth. Oh, it feels weird. No, nothing. Could be. I'm just curious though. Like, I want them to answer for themselves, because look, there's a lot of people that like to vote in my polls or skew my polls because other creators ask them to, which is kind of sad, but whatever, I don't really care. That being said, I want to have discussions. You see, it's kind of like the whole, now, I'm very apolitical on this channel and I don't like politics on this channel, but one thing which I'll say is that this is exactly the problem in politics though. People will say one thing or they'll have a rhetoric, but they won't actually stand up to debate. So I want to have the debate. I want to have the discussions, but people, you know, don't normally want to have those discussions. Thanks, John, for saying that. At least one person's willing to speak their mind or have the discussion. That's completely fair, the one. I understand that. I've got a bunch of indie game reviews to get through as well. I just did one today for this game called the Moros Protocol. Very, very interesting game. But because it's a roguelite, I think they're gonna have a lot of trouble competing with like bigger and better roguelites like Shape of Dreams, which launched like 45,000 concurrent players and still growing every day. I can't wait to play a little more on that, more of that on stream once I've done with Borderlands, because Borderlands is eating up all my time right now. It's so much fun. Like, the whole storyline is fun, but of course once I finish it, there won't be much more for me to do. Still, you know, I do hope that some of these other indie games succeed as well. Fair enough, Jens. Completely understand that. Money and resource prep is definitely a big thing. I really should do some of that, but like every time that I do log on, I'm just like, okay, I better work on Axion Plains because I want to get all the collectible stuff, you know. I still don't have the next 5,000 coins for like the last pose that I need. I still got the other collectibles to get, so ugh.
Primary tactical objective confirmed. Requesting search and destroy.
Them collectibles are ruining me. I shouldn't let it ruin me, but I do. Stay there. T-pose. Good boy. I love making them T-pose. Again.
Descendant, a large cluster of breach creatures has been detected in the area.
But for those that are willing to come here and have a discussion, good. Good on you. Alright. Don't be like the ones that just vote and dip because you know they're not serious about the polls. Sometimes other creators, you know, call them here to just skew my polls because they don't like the fact that I'm willing to talk about these issues. You know, I'm not just some guy that's just gonna make content and not care. No, I actually care about the player base. I like to talk. I like to know you guys. Because ultimately, how can you make content for your viewers if you don't even know who your viewers are?
All this special assault ship spotted.
That's what's important to me, you know? Can't roast you guys if I don't know you guys, right? How can I effectively make you guys feel miserable and bad about yourselves if I don't know you? I need to know you.
There is a tactical objective which needs to be destroyed.
Also, give me a second.
Requesting confirmation.
I'm gonna slightly lower the in-game volume. Just because it's a little annoying on my ears, and I prefer to play my own music.
Protection target nearby. Confirm the location. Descendant, a powerful attack will take down the assault ship. Please engage.
Ghost of Yote, huh? I'll see if they sponsor me with a key. Because other than that, there's no way I'm even gonna touch that game. For personal reasons. That game, to me at least, is a disappointment on so many levels. But that's a personal thing and I won't speak about it.
I'll guide you to the location.
Because that's something that shouldn't be in my stream anyway. That being said, if they do sponsor with a key, then out of respect to the devs, I will still play it. Or if a viewer decides, hey, they really want to see me play it and they buy me the whole ass game, sponsor a stream, then sure, I'll do it. But otherwise, nah.
Avoid mutant signals.
I'm gonna take a chill pill on that. Hey Joe, what up? Welcome. Good to see you all here, eh?
Primary tactical objective confirmed. Requesting search and destroy.
Oh, I will at some point. I'm just very busy. But it's not to say I won't play it. Speaking of which, perfect time actually. Take a moment here. There's something else I wanted to do. Gotta go to my game key plug. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Sorry guys, it'll just take me a second. I want to go in and grab my shit. Almost forgot to do this earlier. Anyway, checking in with the polls again. The numbers haven't really shifted much. The daily players are down at 20%. The board and see you next season guys are still roughly the same, but the board but still playing is going up. Interesting. The hell is this shit? Yeah, no, this one isn't happening. Excuse me. Where is my shit? Let me claim it. There it is. Steam, please. Thank you. There it is. Ah, Ronnie. Thank you for facilitating the discussion. Okay. Let me have a look-see. Hey, whatever goes well for you. If that's what you like, then good.
Descendant, I've picked up a mutant material formation signal in the skies nearby. It's time to dance.
Do not worry, feeble humans. Ultimate Luna is here.
Descendant, there's a tactical objective that requires protection. Please confirm.
I mean, for me as well as a creator, even if I don't get as much viewership on other games, you know, with all these keys being thrown at me and stuff like that, I feel like, yeah, why am I even hanging around here, you know? Because the only way to really get viewership anyway, or to even have something interesting on my show to showcase to people, is for me to do content like this, where I talk, have discussions with people. Because realistically speaking, what you're seeing on screen is the same things over and over and over again. I'm not even enthusiastic about making a new build and stuff, because even if I do, it's the same thing, you know? I've gotten a way to beat the content, and I feel comfortable with it. I don't really feel like I need or want to experiment. Because, well, within the limited sphere of what's effective, there's a lot of stuff that's effective, but there's also nothing that's more fun-wise than Ultimate Luna.
Primary tactical
You know what I mean?
objective confirmed.
Rapidly blasting
Requesting
laser
search
beams
control.
at somebody kind of gives you that dopamine hit. Hey Eddie, what up? How's it going? Hope you're doing good, Eddie.
Descendant, a large cluster of breach creatures has been detected in the area.
But yeah, right now, definitely feeling the pinch. I hear that. I'm in the same boat, Eddie. But then you know that.
Tactical objective that requires protection.
Y'all all know
Third
that.
operation zone. Please respond. Bogus special assault ship identified.
Which again is like, it made me realize how desperate people were with regards to like the Lepic rework, because everybody wanted Lepic to be as good as Jaber, but he isn't. We showcased it live on stream, and that actually killed a lot of the motivation I had, because Jaber, his rework was so good. You know, he became one of the best characters. Like, he became Mr. Reliable.
There is a tactical
You know, you
objective which
can
needs to be
rely
destroyed.
on
Requesting
freaking Jaber.
confirmation.
You know, Jaber's a hero. And then I was excited, like hella excited for Lepic's rework. I was like, they need to put this guy on Jaber's level. And you know, I met some people on Twitter who were all like, your Lepic build must suck because, you know, my Lepic build's awesome, I can do all this and that. I said, sure, post a video of your build. No, they never did. You know, they just talking smack. Because they know that Lepic cannot compete with Jaber. So how on earth are we supposed to have fun when they're not reaching the same heights with their reworks? Well, I'm glad you enjoyed that, Eddie. While you are enjoying your concerts, I am making new music for my concerts. Got a whole bunch of the goodies now lined up for you guys. I'm gonna get back to releasing it. I wanted to do it today, but I'm actually gonna spend today working on my power metal a little bit. Just because, like, I've come up with just some interesting stuff. And it's been something I wanted to do for a long time, so I said to myself, why not? Why not get some power metal going? And hey, it worked out.
This special assault ship spotted. Picking up void mutant signals. Be careful.
Fair enough, Magus. Thanks for sharing your opinion.
Primary tactical objective confirmed. Requesting search and destroy.
Why do you say that, Isidro? Because, well, they have said that the lounge is going to be improved. So what about the lounge and the collectibles feels like a waste to you? I hope not, Austin. They better be a full-on melee system, because I tell you, if they're anything like Destiny Swords, I'm just going to level up mine and then just throw it in the bin forever.
Descendant. A
Which
large
is,
cluster of breach creatures has been
gonna be hella
detected.
sad. But I kind of understand the disappointment, Isidro, because here's the thing.
Tactical objective
For me,
requires protection
Season 3
in the
was,
current operation
like,
zone.
I guess
Respond.
it was marketed as a big reboot, almost, of the game. You know, it's like this big-ass, awesome season. You know, we got 200,000 pre-registers for the season. And then Steam peaked at 21,000, which was a major disappointment day one. Add to that the poor performance of the Axion Plains chased so many people away who were eager about starting the game again or trying out the game again. It definitely fumbled. Then, following on from that, Ultimate Luna was hot, but all we got was Ultimate Luna and the dog. So nothing really much there. Once people farmed the new stuff, they dipped straight away. Which leads to our present scenario where most people aren't really, you know, playing all that much. Hence why I decided to do this poll. Because I myself, with all the new... Now, normally I don't attribute player drop to other games, because that rarely is the case. But right now, there are so many hot games releasing. Like Shape of Dreams for NeoWiz is an indie game. It's $20, and it's already got more players than TFD. You know, it's crazy to see all these new games on the market, indie or not, taking the world by storm. Not to mention Borderlands 4, despite its performance issues. I mean, if you guys are having optimization issues, my guide for optimization will probably drop Wednesday. So I'm going to try a lot of other settings tomorrow, see how it goes. But yeah, basically, I feel that there's just too much competition right now. It's hard for this game to do as well as it should. I wanted to do well, don't get me wrong. But I just feel they're not reaching their potential. So when you say something like it's not much of a season, I hear you. Because I was expecting so much more from the lounge. I was expecting so much more from the wall crasher. Instead, it's a fight that we just beat every minute. It doesn't even feel special anymore. It's just on farm status. So, I don't know. It just doesn't feel good. And yes, Austin, that's my main concern. I remember the Destiny 2 swords, and I'm traumatized by them. If these swords turn out like Destiny 2 swords, okay, then I better have Cade 6 sitting in Albion, waiting to talk to me. I better see an Ace of Spades and a Trinity Ghoul as an exotic weapon, or else I'm gonna be very upset. All right? Because that's what I expect. If they're just gonna throw Destiny 2 swords at me, all right? Then where's my Trinity Ghoul? Where's my Ace of Spades? Where's my Sunshot? Give them to me, because I want to be able to run around with Glay and just, you know, shoot things in the face. Ultimate Luna is not only a great mobber. I wouldn't say, look, I hate the word meta, and meta is really non-existent as far as I'm concerned. But what I will say is that Ultimate Luna is just the most fun. I mean, you can just shoot laser beams and kill people with K-pop. John Furlong, yes you can, but you need to make sure everything is linked properly to your Nexon account. So as far as I know, yes you can. But if you're ever confused, ask for help in the official Discord, and some nerd who sweats this game day and night will be able to help you. As you know, I don't own any consoles, I'm strictly on PC, so I cannot give you first-hand explanations. It's not that Destiny 2 swords are useless, it's that they cost ammo. Heavy weapon ammo, which is one of the rarest ammo types, so it's not like you can just go through the entire map swording. Hence the problem with Destiny 2 swords. It's not that they suck, it's that you consume ammo to use your sword, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's a sword. How is a sword gonna run out of ammo? You get what I mean? Well, Bone Collector, we're all playing Borderlands 4. I mean, if you follow my streams regularly, you'd see me on Borderlands 4 too. But I know that most of you aren't my regulars, so that's understandable. It's okay, I'm sure you guys just don't care about me if I'm not streaming TFD, but that's fine. The fact of the matter is, you know, you're not one of my regulars, and that's okay. But I understand. A lot of people are bored, and that's facts. You're welcome, John. That is the problem, Joe. That is the big problem. We don't want Destiny 2 swords for that reason, because Austin and me know what Destiny 2 swords are like. But it's not like I can only, like, the problem is, as far as I know, those still require ammo, right? Unless there are new swords that I don't know about, but as far as I remember, back when I played, all swords always required ammo. So I can't really use the sword forever. Which is the big problem, Austin, because if I have a sword, I want to be able to use it in all situations and circumstances. But sadly, I can't. And that's what disappointed me a lot with Destiny 2 swords. I want swords that I can use all the time. Yeah, hence the key. We need, and thank you, Rena, for your lovely membership. Is there anything I can play for you on your membership anniversary, by the way? Let me know if I can play you something.
Descendant, a powerful attack will take down the assault ship.
But yeah, that's what disappoints me the most. I want to see, you know, I want to see swords become powerful. I want people to have a play style they can lean into, which is the crucial key. To draw a comparison to Borderlands 4, you know, alright? There are melee builds for almost every character. Even frickin' Harlow. At least that's what people have been saying. I don't have enough experience with the series to know whether or not they're, you know, speaking the truth or not. But so far, people seem to say there's melee builds for every character, although 2 of the characters, I believe, lean a bit more heavily into that. That being said, if Borderlands 4 can have effective melee, why can't we? Surely, we should be able to lean into and enjoy melee, right? That's the key. I want to be able to enjoy it. Ugh, damn it. I hate those steel pincers. So irritating. The swords are definitely going to be, in my opinion at least, a big stepping ground. A big step up ground. And I'm surprised they're not asking us to playtest or giving us early access to it. That to me is a very negative signal. I hope I'm wrong. But I think that they know that what they have will not meet the standards of experienced professionals, which worries me a lot. And if that's truly the case, then, well, we might be lost. There is time to be lost. I'll always hope for the best, ladies and gents. But you know me, I prepare for the worst. Now, let's take a moment before I carry on. Let's take a moment to check in with the polls, and don't forget to like and share the stream. Double the people that are hanging out have actually voted, which is interesting. I don't get the people who vote and dip. Have your say. Speak. Vote and dip are so weird. Anyway, let's take a look right now. The playing daily count is still continuing to drop in favor of those that are bored but still playing, whereas the playing other games crowd is pretty much stable. Is it Telesto, not Tiesto? Isn't it this? Telesto? That should be the spelling anyway. It's okay, Eddie. Welcome to the future. Welcome to the future, where all emotions are dead. Yeah, it's Telesto, dude. It's the one that kept breaking. It kept breaking the game, which is true. That is the Telesto. No. It's a weapon in Destiny 2 that these nerds are talking about. I can't believe that I, compared to Austin, actually remember the name of the rifle better. Lamau. But yes, it was a pretty wild fusion rifle. Anyway, I've had enough of this. It's time for something better. It's time for the goddess on the floor. Okay, Rena, if you don't know what music to play, then it's okay. I know exactly what music to play for you. Rena clearly only loves K-pop. So it's time for some K-pop right now. Ultimate Luna was so fun. I literally learned how to make K-pop just for her, okay? Nope, I don't care about a concert video because my music's better. I'm a better DJ than they will ever be.
달콤한 칵테일 빛이 반짝거려 뜨겁고 타올라 천국은 가까워
A large cluster of breach creatures has been detected in the air.
뭔가 터질 것 같아 빨간 불이 깜빡 빛이 반짝일 때 달콤한 칵테일 I got a goddess on the floor I got us on the floor Goddess on the floor I got a goddess on the floor Goddess on the floor 탐나는 figure 빛이 착 맞아들어 끝을 알 수 없는 groove 아직 갈 길은 멀어 la la la
Until TFD's music is on my level, it's not good enough, man.
Oh my 뭔가 터질 것 같아 빨간불이 깜빡 머리 위엔 highlight 빛이 반짝일 때 달콤한 칵테일 I got a goddess on the floor I got us on the floor Goddess on the floor I got a goddess on the floor Goddess on the floor Look at me now 이 밤은 끝나지 않아 무대 위 나를 봐 심장이 터질 것 같아 All eyes on me I own the stage 불붙은 vibe I'm turning the page Feel the bass drop let's get it lit We're not leaving till the sun is hit
Powerful attack. Take down the assault ship.
모든 spotlight on you 널 향한 highlight 널 향한 spotlight on you 네 머리 위엔 highlight 머리 위엔 highlight 머리 위엔 빛이 반짝일 때 달콤한 칵테일 I got a goddess on the floor I got us on the floor Goddess on the floor I got a goddess on the floor Goddess on the floor 빛이 반짝일 때
Yeah, they posted it on Twitter, but it's better if you go to their official YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure the quality's better. And there you go. That's some goddess on the floor, right? Because we all know that Luna's a goddess on the floor.
Primary tactical objective confirmed. Requesting search and destroy. Descendant, I picked up a mutant material formation signal in the skies nearby.
That's such a shame. This particular outfit does not change. Why does she need a taunt? If you don't mind me asking, I'm curious why she would need a taunt. Of all things. Also, are those guys doing sealed residential district? I mean, I guess if that's what makes them happy. Who am I to stop them, right?
Descendant, a large cluster of breach creatures has been detected in the area.
Now, just to torture Baron a bit more, all right. Y'all can have some more. Y'all can have some more K-pop.
Are you ready? Oh my god.
Yeah.
We're back.
Let's go.
Sorry, I still can't respect their concerts, Chester, because their music ain't on my level.
네가 알던 그런 애는 아니야. 시작부터 따라 my own style. 정해진 길은 boring. I can't stay 나만의 리듬에 맞춰 play the game.
What's the matter with you? 왜 그래? 난 그냥 나일 뿐 눈치 보지 마. I'm doing me. 이 밤을 즐겨 freaky yeah.
Oh, I'm a little bit weird. I'm a little bit strange, but that's my superpower. Can't you see the change?
Sorry, not sorry. That's just the way I'm.
Rule breaker, heart shaker, yeah, I don't give a damn. 춤춰, 더 크게 louder than the bass. 이 순간을 느껴, no one can replace me, I'm a vibe, oh my god.
There are some pretty big differences, Osman, to be honest. There's no dopamine here from getting like legendary loot. That's the problem. It's like more progression based.
마음대로 걷는 walk. 비뚤어진 선 위에서 춤춰. 이게 내 세상, baby, you should know. What's the matter with you? 왜 그래?
I still have both, Rena, actually.
보지 마, I'm doing me. 이 밤을 즐겨 freaky
I kept the other one too,
Oh, I'm a little bit weird.
but I prefer this
A
version.
little bit strange, but that's my superpower. Can't you see the change? Sorry, not sorry, that's just the way I am. Rule breaker, heart shaker, yeah, I don't give a damn. 춤춰, 더 크게 louder than the bass. 이 순간을 느껴, no one can replace me, I'm a vibe, oh my god. Me, I'm a freaky god.
Yeah, you call it weird, I call it real. 매일 밤 숨겨왔던 my biggest fear. 모두가 원하는 그 틀에 나가주고 싶었지. 웃으며 가면서지만 속은 지켜진 peace. 자유롭다 외치지만 사실은 고독. 이 화려한 무대 뒤 숨어버린 소독. I don't fit in, yeah, I know that's true. 하지만 내 자신을 속일 순 없어, not for you.
어둠 속에서 찾은 나의 빛 이젠 절대 숨기지 않아 내가 제일 나다울 때 가장 밝게 빛나는 법을 알았어 I'm a little bit weird, I'm a little bit strange But that's my superpower, can't you see the change? Sorry, not sorry, that's just the way I am Rule breaker, heart shaker, yeah, don't give a damn 춤춰, 더 크게 louder than the bass 이 순간을 느껴, no one can replace me, I'm a vibe, oh my god Me, I'm a freak god I'm a freaky god Yeah Oh my god Weird is the new cool No rules
I can't remember who in chat said that the song was called Perverse God or something like that, because they got the name wrong, but it was so funny. I don't remember who said it, but that gave me a laugh. Perverted God or something like that. Lol. Yeah, this is the other version.
Oh my god Yeah We're back Let's go
I think Ronnie says it's the most, Eddie, but all my music's sick, bro.
My own style 정해진 길은 boring I can't stay 나만의 리듬에 맞춰 play the game What's the matter with you 왜 그래 난 그냥 나일 뿐 눈치 보지 마 I'm doing me 밤을 즐겨 freaky yeah Oh I'm a little bit weird I'm a little bit strange But that's my superpower Can't you see the change Sorry not sorry that's just the way I am Rule breaker heart shaker yeah I don't give a damn 춤춰도 크게 louder than the bass 이 순간을 느껴 No one can replace me I'm a vibe oh my god Me I'm a freaky god
다들 똑같은 fashion, 똑같은 talk. 난 그저 내 마음대로 걷는 walk. 비뚤어진 선.
Yeah, you said this was the this is like the main version. The other one's the party version. But you said to keep this version, so I kept it.
Oh, I'm a little bit weird, I'm a little bit strange, but that's my superpower. Can't you see the change? Sorry, not sorry, that's just the way I am. Rule breaker, heart shaker, yeah, I don't give a
I do
damn.
listen to you guys, mostly.
Than the bass, 이 순간을 느껴, no one can replace me. I'm a vibe, oh my god. Me,
Listen. I got plenty of crazy good tracks, man. I can turn you into a K-popper.
Can you feel it? Something in the air tonight. Yeah. Let the rhythm take you.
I mean, when it comes to partying, man, you know my tracks are fire. Now this is for girls who want to seduce their man, alright? I don't think so, Osman. That's a bit too much of a change in the formula. That'd be terrible, Rena. Of course you can't sync your music to Luna. Their game is not this advanced, man. Syncing your music to Luna is way more tech than these guys have, Chester. Come on. You think this is some space age game? You think they got skills like that? Bro trying to live in 2050 over here. Don't disappoint me like that, bro. Anyway, Osman, I don't know how they're going to get people to play more without some drastic change. I agree. Right now, I just don't foresee it. Because to me, this game is essentially a glorified dollhouse.
New super chat received.
Hey, supers. Sweet. Give me a second. Give me a second to thank you people properly. Gotta show some love back. Metal Machine Palette Cleanser? Yeah, I'll think about it. Yeah, sure, pal. Gabak, what kind of music would you like, my friend? let me know. We've got some new power metal if you're interested. But I will happily play the Metal Machine Requiem. Jesus Christ, Baron just wants to, you know, I've got the K-pop vibe going, and Baron just like, you know what, let's just play the heaviest stuff that Robot's got. Why? Because clearly, you know, I just need to blast people's ears on a Monday, right? But who am I to disagree with the man who puts money in the jukebox? I shall deliver. Such weakness, Chester. Such weakness. Listen, I don't think there even needs to be VR chat. I got you, Kabak. I got something that'll power you up today. But first, let me play the Metal Machine Requiem. Alright, those of you that have ears, well, your ears are about to die, okay? But if you guys are ready, let's have those ears die right now. This is a short one, but don't worry. I'll play a little more metal for you guys. Now, before we carry on, though, what I will also say is that I'm seeing a lot of people voting. They're having their say, but at the end of the day, it all boils down to the same thing, isn't it? That we don't have anything to keep people playing this game. There really isn't. I'm going to be honest with you about that. Because once you have your build, what more is there to do? And I think that this is where the formula of TFD works against it. Because their formula is really great in the sense that effectively everybody can be at the same progression. All you have to do is get the right reactor, get the right character, build the character, you have the mods, you're good to go. It's very Warframey. You're not really competing for stats. But you know what really drives looter shooters and games that are loot heavy? What really drives these types of games is the dopamine addiction to getting that legendary loot. Like when you finally find something super awesome, you feel good about yourself. You know, it feels cool. It feels awesome. And I'm sure that there are people who want to reach billions and billions of damage. That's really not for me in Borderlands. I'm just going to finish the story, have fun, experiment with some builds and stuff, you know, maybe find some cool weapons here and there, but ultimately I'm not really aiming to like be the very best of the best. I know I had to say the Warframe word because ultimately that is the true comparison of this game. That's kind of the issue here. This game has a progression-based system, but it's a looter shooter. So this game literally tried to go down the WF route, but it failed to do it as well because WF has had years. This game is trying to break into the industry and compete. And that, I think, is where it went wrong compared to several other games that are succeeding right now. Let me tell you about a game called Shape of Dreams before we play some more metal. Shape of Dreams is an amazing game. I'm also one of their partners. Hi. And I look forward to playing their game for you guys as soon as I possibly can. Do you know that they have a solid player base of 39,000, pretty damn stable? Now, the thing is, you probably ask yourself, if you're looking at this kind of player base, how? It's because although the game is a roguelite game, it's just $20, it's an indie game, it can keep you playing for hours and hours and hours. It's crazy how good it is. Not every roguelite succeeds, so it's not just because it's a roguelite, but this game has that it factor, and that factor I've discovered is fun. If I want to keep playing a game, I need a reason. And right now, TFD just doesn't have a reason for me to do it. I've done it all. What more is there for me to do? Compete for a leaderboard? Why would I do that? I'd spend my time competing in Marvel Rivals, right? Making another build? I'm doing the same thing, just with a different build. The playstyle differences are not so distinct enough that I want to try a complete other build just to see how it goes, you know? Well, Jokin, I can certainly say they did. And it was a blast playing it on release, and I look forward to playing it more once I have a bit more time. That's literally why I haven't been streaming TFD at all, because I've been clearing my backlog of all these indie releases, all these other releases that they want me to take a look at, like Dying Light the Beast. You know, there's just a lot. It happens, John. Don't worry too much. There's just been a lot going on. And how is our game going to compete when our game does not have a special factor to keep people invested? The only factor we have, and I hate saying this, is what you're seeing right now. This is the only factor we have. This is all we have right now that is special about our game. Okay? Okay, this right here, on a strong setting, is all we have. That's our only factor. And as much as I don't like to agree with Reddit, I kind of feel that what they say sometimes is true. People go to the lounge, hit the shower, rub one out, and then they go off the game. That's not a game. That's a dollhouse. So I say, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, this game goes one of two ways. I say they should lean heavily into this. Make the lounge a full-on AI chat space. The game is a side piece. You can go out and farm some stuff just to, you know, get equipment for your descendant, make them powerful. But after you've beaten that shit, what you should be grinding for is the hottest, craziest cosmetics. Just so you can have AI hot time with your lady or man. And that's what they need to change. If they flip the script to do something like that, their game will continue selling. Might be a glorified dollhouse, but that's it. But if they don't want to do that, they want to make a proper game, they need to consider some serious changes. Like others have mentioned, drastic changes. They need to change something serious. They need to make it so that this game is something where I'm grinding with a purpose. I need to be doing something. I need to be achieving something. Right now I'm not. And there's no loot drops to keep me invested. So I'm not achieving anything. I'm not getting dopamine. I'm just a dope. That's not fun. I'm just a dope without a mean. That's no good. Give me your kneecaps, bud. And I also so wish we could have our own tunes on Luna instead. That would drastically change things. But anyway, y'all want some metal, right? Okay, let me play some power metal for y'all. Let me get you ready to charge the enemy lines, all right? Let me introduce you all to a song called The Frostborn Queen. This one's for Gabak. I hope you have a great Monday, my friend. Shield wall, ladies and gents.
By the jagged peaks of ice-forged stone, where the north wind howls a mournful tone, she arose from the frozen ground below, with a heart of steel and a fiery glow. Oh, the Frostborn Queen commands the night with crystal sword and a furious might. Her banner flies on the chilling air, the final stand of all who dare for the Queen, for the ice and for the blade. A new legend born in frost and fire made.
The shattered shield, a broken crown. Now lie with the empires they struck down.
She rallies the clans of the barren lands with a battle cry from ancient hands. Oh, the Frostborn Queen commands the night with crystal sword and a furious might. Her banner flies on the chilling air, the final stand of all who dare for the Queen, for the ice and for the blade. A new legend born in frost and fire made.
A powerful attack will take down the assault. Seize the gate.
For the Frostborn Queen commands the night with crystal sword and a furious might. Her banner flies on the chilling air, the final stand of all who dare. For the Queen, for the ice and for the blade. And you,
Thanks, Austin.
in frost and fire made.
Thanks for posting up my links for those that want to support.
Primary tactical objective confirmed. Requesting search and destroy.
That's a little power metal for you. Thank you, Gabak, for the super chat. I'll play some bonuses in a little while. But yeah, fantasy metal is, well, fantasy / power metal is what I've been working on today. The creative vibes hit, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. All right. I have long since wanted to make this particular genre of music, and yeah, today I figured out a good way to make it. It's actually thanks to the other band that I created, Oraculum Mortis, to do the symphonic deathcore, and they had all these different voices, and I said, wait a minute, I could use the same formula and just make it for power metal. So yeah, hopefully this will be something that can energize you guys on a Monday.
Descendant, a large cluster of
Now,
breach creatures has been detected.
A little bit of a
in the air.
bonus, let's just have a little more energy just for fun. I don't know why I like this version of the song. It's so silly. But it gets stuck in your head.
From the ancient stone a whisper rises, heard across the shattered lands.
There is a tactical objective which needs to be
A call to those
Requesting
with
confirmation.
kindred spirits, with a torch in our hand. Hear the thunder, feel the ground shake. A new day breaks on this sacred place. We stand as one, by sun and by steel. For the crimson dawn unchained, the fates now reveal.
Ah. Alright. Hope y'all enjoyed the power metal. And I hope it'll give you guys a little bit of motivation on a Monday.
All this special assault ship spotted. Descendant, there is a tactical objective that
New
needs to be
super
destroyed.
chat received.
Requesting confirmation.
Oh, give me a second. Because I'm in the middle of combat. We kill the Doritos. Keep it going.
Target nearby.
All right.
Confirm the location.
I only have 2 songs though for power metal. I can play other kinds of metal if that's okay with you,
A
Gabak.
powerful attack will take down the assault ship. Please engage.
But when it comes to power metal, I only got 2.
Be careful.
I can play the alternative versions though. Alright, if it's okay with you, I can bust out some more.
Formation signal in the skies nearby. Descendant, there's a tactical objective that requires protection. Please confirm. Hold this special assault ship spotted.
Just give me a moment.
Be careful.
I do have something. Well, it might not be power metal. You might like it. See, I had one of my bands cover something made by another band, and it actually turned out pretty good. So for those that remember the song Panacea Delusion,
Primary tactical
I made
objective
Oraculum Mortis cover it,
requesting search and destroy.
and it actually turned out pretty good. So I'll let you hear that in a second. The musical addiction has been real these days. But yeah, for those that like a little bit of heat, why not? Have a listen to this. I am gonna tell you, it's heavy but also so good. This is Oraculum Mortis's cover. Lol, Rena. Ah.
There's a tactical objective that requires protection in the current operation zone. Please respond. Are you ready?
Nah, I'm just here to chill, the one. Talk to people, that's all. I have nothing I want or need to do.
Special assault ship identified.
That would go against my taste, guys. Sorry. No, I'm more into hip hop. I'm just really good at metal. But I can write anything. I like to learn and experiment.
There is a tactical objective which needs to
I
be
have
destroyed. Requesting confirmation.
never felt so.
And there you go. That was Oracula Mortis covering the Panacea Delusion. Although, theoretically, not really a cover since Oracula Mortis is a derivative of Infected Carcass, which was the original one I was working on for the Death Core. So yeah, thank you very much for your super chat, Gabak. I'll play a little more metal in a second. I actually have something that John might resonate with. It's called The Anatomy of Withering. I haven't played that before yet, but you might like it. I'll play it on the next round though, cause may as well. Blast something for my regulars, eh?
Primary tactical objective confirmed. Requesting search and destroy.
Ah, yes, here it is. Okay, have a listen to this.
Corpus carcer. Animus captivus. A malady unseen, no fever, no scar. The slow, cold erosion of who you are. Cellular treason, a silent decay. The entropy starts in the will to be. My blood runs like ether, stagnant and thick. In this crumbling vessel, the clock ceases to tick. The statue of sorrow in my but built to not last. The muscles refuse, the synapses foul. A silent scream lost in a voiceless gap. Wither, a necrosis of the soul. The grey were stagnant rivers of volition pine. Paralyzed body on a throne of dust. My bones are a temple of ruin. The sun is a myth I no longer recall. My reflection is dust on a mausoleum wall. Each breath is a labor, a mechanical flaw. In defiance of nature's most fundamental law. To live is to move, to act, to desire. But my limbs are of lead and my heart has no fire. Wither, necrosis of the solstice. Decay were stagnant rivers of volition pine. Paralyzed, monitored on a throne of dust. My bones are a temple of ruin and ruin. Was there a time the heart could beat so fast? A breath of ambition on the coming blast. I search for a memory of motion of light in the endless expanse of this personal night. But the silence answers with a hollow grace. There is nothing left in this desolate place.
Longest special assault ship identified.
And that is the anatomy of withering.
Longest special assault ship spotted.
So I hope y'all enjoyed that. It's a pretty dark piece, but hey, Symphonic Death 4, well, in general, you gotta be a bit dark, right?
Descendant, there is a tactical objective which needs to be destroyed. Requesting confirmation.
But thank you for enjoying that, and I hope y'all enjoyed my medal selection. Where's the last enemy?
Protection target nearby. Confirm the location. Descendant, a powerful attack will take down the assault ship. Please engage.
Of course a powerful attack will take down the assault ship. That's exactly what I'm doing. Baron's metal fingers are coming up late. I wonder if he's behind, actually.
There's a tactical objective that requires protection in the current operation zone. Please respond. Any
Oh, good. Enjoy the songs first.
Primary tactical objective confirmed. Requesting search and destroy.
There we go.
Descendant, a large cluster of breach creatures has been detected in the area. Action target nearby. I'll guide you to the location. Bogus special assault ship identified. Bogus special assault ship spotted. Descendant, there is a tactical objective which needs to be destroyed. Requesting confirmation. Descendant, a tactical objective needs your protection. Please respond. Descendant, a powerful attack will take down the assault ship. Please engage. There's a tactical objective that requires protection in the current operation zone. Please respond.
Enjoy accessing our partnered store, but please take note you should be 18 plus to browse their products, sir. Or ma'am, whichever one. They do have very good products though.
Assault ship spotted.
Don't forget to use my code at checkout. You get 10% off your entire order.
Be careful.
And worldwide free shipping. FYI. I recently did another video for them. They are nice folks.
Primary tactical objective confirmed. Requesting search and destroy. Descendant, a large cluster of breach creatures has been detected in the area.
Now I just carry on.
Are you ready? There's a tactical objective that requires protection in the current operation zone. Please respond. Bogus special assault ship identified. Bogus special assault ship spotted. Descendant, there is a tactical objective which needs to be destroyed. Requesting confirmation. Descendant, a tactical objective needs your protection. Please respond. Descendant, a powerful attack will take down the assault ship. Please engage.
Really unlucky on the notes there for a second. But let that be a lesson, because that can happen to anyone. Remember,
Protection target
that's actually
defined.
how
I'll guide you to the location.
most of this stuff ends.
Bogus special assault ship spotted. Picking up boy mutants. Be careful.
Considering that I've got a 40% chance when hitting a note to get a charge, and yet there are some situations where my bar can charge up fast, some situations where they charge up slow. That's a perfect demonstration of how RNG actually works in the game. But funnily enough, do you know that there's still a lot of people who don't understand how RNG works? As frustrating as RNG can be, that's literally RNG for you. So Ultimate Glay is the one that's here. Very well.
Primary tactical objective confirmed. Requesting search and destroy.
Lol, Freyna joining at the end. That's just a disappointment.
Descendant, a large cluster of breach creatures has been
I
detected
hope
in the area.
that Freyna's not a leecher. If they are, I'm gonna be very annoyed.
Descendant, there's a tactical objective that requires protection. Please confirm.
The Glay joins right away, which I can respect.
Bogus special assault ship identified.
But if I see that Freyna only at the end, that's a 2 strike for me. I'm getting out. I don't understand though. Why do these people AFK at all? Makes no sense to me.
Special assault ship spotted.
If you're so bored with the game that you want to AFK, then why are you even playing? You know, there needs to be a purpose to farm. At least you're farming with a purpose, you know? So why do these people do it?
Descendant, there is a tactical objective
Okay.
which needs to be destroyed.
At least
Requesting confirmation.
he joined in, fair. Took them like 97 years to join, but fair.
Descendant, a tactical objective needs your protection. Please respond. Descendant, a powerful attack will take down the assault ship. Please engage.
I moved off before
Are you ready? Protection target
before the next area was
I'll
even
guide
ready.
you to the location.
Let's have a different colored beam for a little while.
Primary tactical objective confirmed. Requesting search and destroy.
There we go. I see a Nell.
Descendant, a large
is gonna
cluster
go
of
faster.
creatures has been detected in the area. There's a tactical objective that requires protection in the current operation zone. Please respond.
You know, I think the thing that's saddest so far is that in the past, when I would have polls and discussions, there'd be so much open debate, things like that. Nowadays, I think the people are so bored they don't even have any desire to debate or talk about things. And that I think feels worse because it feels like there's a pall of gloom
Descendant,
over most
there is
folks.
a tactical objective which needs to be destroyed. Requesting
And we shouldn't be
confirmation.
feeling that way about a game that's, you know, still young and developing. There should always be hope for the future.
Protection target nearby. Confirm the location. Descendant, a powerful attack will take down the assault ship.
I wonder if anyone's like not playing right now because of performance issues. Because I hear a lot of people talk about them or cite them, but I've never seen anyone, you know, speak to me about how badly they're suffering from them. Because I don't think they're, at least to the best of my knowledge, I'm not suffering from any. Then again, my setup is kind of best of the best right now, so not exactly the greatest judge.
Protection target nearby. I'll guide you to the location. Hold this special assault ship spotted. Picking up void mutant signals. Be careful.
Oop, yep, yep.
Primary tactical objective confirmed. Requesting search and destroy. Descendant, a large cluster of breach creatures has been detected in the area. There's a tactical objective that requires protection in the current operation zone. Please respond.
You know, it's interesting for me seeing the vote counters go up, but people are just voting and dipping. And most of them are voting for bored but still playing.
Hold this special assault ship spotted. Descendant, there is a tactical objective which needs to be destroyed. Requesting confirmation.
I still haven't heard most of these people's reasons. I know a few of you have chimed in and explained your reasonings, but what about these other people? Bored but still playing. Why?
Descendant,
What is your great story?
down the assault ship. Please engage. Picking up void mutant signals. Be careful.
I actually want to know all their stories. Would be cool.
There's a tactical objective that requires protection in the current operation zone. Please respond. Descendant.
Like,
Picked up a mutant
I can't take a lot of votes seriously because, like, what's the point in coming to a stream just to vote and dip? It means you're not one of my viewers, you're not willing to engage with me, then what's the point in even having your say at all?
picking up
You know, the point of having a say is to talk and interact. So, I mean, it's not like these polls are official polls, so it's not like their results skew the numbers. So why just vote and go? Like, there's no point, no purpose. That's what I don't understand about people. To be heard, you have to communicate.
primary tactical objective.
That's exactly it. I want to know, Lewis, you know, because like these people are bored but still playing, so they're voting. They're turning up to my streams to vote, but they're literally like not saying anything else, you know? Oh yeah, listen, all you regulars have already said your stuff. I don't need more input from you guys, you know? Thank you. It's the people that are just voting and dipping from the stream. Like, what's the point? You know, that's the question I'm asking. Why are these people voting and dipping when, look, this is not an official poll, obviously, right? So the whole purpose is to have a say, it's to talk, it's to interact. Then why come to the stream at all? You know, it just makes me feel like then you're voting that you're bored and still playing, but you're not even like willing to talk about it. So then what's the point of even coming to my stream? How do you even know that there's a poll on my stream? It means that you're literally wasting mental power keeping an eye on me when it serves no purpose or utility to you. You get what I mean? So it's so weird like that. Victor says, okay, you began as a returning player in Season 3. What happened after that, Victor?
Descendant, there is a tactical objective which needs to be destroyed. Requesting confirmation. Descendant, a tactical objective needs your protection. Please respond.
Well, hello, Brandon.
Descendant, a powerful attack will take down the assault ship. Please engage. Picking up void mutant signals. Be careful. Are you ready? Descendant, there's a tactical objective that requires protection. Please confirm. Feel for it! Oldest special assault ship spotted. Picking up void mutant signals. Be careful.
Large-scale dimensional breach occurring. Please evacuate the area out of range of fire. Large-scale please evacuate the area out of range of fire.
See you later, Eddie.
All descendants.
Enjoy your meeting.
Please respond.
And I hope you have a good day at work, my friend.
Primary tactical objective confirmed. Requesting search and destroy.
I shall, pal.
Time to dance. I feel amazing. Door not welcome here.
Okay, noted, Victor.
What a perfect performance.
Okay, 6 minutes. I can probably squeeze one more run of this. Well, thanks for sharing your thoughts, Victor. I mean, most players, if they haven't been playing since day one, will definitely hit some kind of a bottleneck, whether it's weapon cores, catalysts, or something or other. You know, you will hit bottlenecks, but that's why I would recommend focusing on, like, once you've got just the basic few descendants, like once you've got Ultimate Bunny, you know, you want to get a Ness. She's one of the good farmers. After that, you can start farming all the other descendants. But once you have somebody like Ultimate Luna, Nell, you're pretty much set to go on bossing as well. So yeah, I mean, that's what I would do. You can make great use of your catalysts and
Special assault ship
sort of save up a little bit rather than working on every single one. Because working on every single descendant takes quite a while. Not gonna lie on that. So the effort is pretty high. But thanks for sharing. I wish more people would be willing to share their insight on why they're bored but still playing, because that is by far the option that people are picking the most.
Primary tactical objective confirmed. Requesting search and destroy.
Get a real feel for it.
Well, I mean, if you don't want to go to Axion Plains, that's totally cool. There are multiple game modes that people just don't bother playing anymore. Actually, wait. I wonder if ET80 is still there. I forgot if it was. I should go and check. 3 minutes left, right? I can go to Albion first. Lepic is not used in VEP. He used to be used in the past, but nobody would bother using him now unless you really, really want to. But even then, it's pretty stupid. Most people just use Fiesa, definitely good. Nell, definitely good choice. Well, yeah, that's the whole reason, Victor, why people are saying, you know, they're bored. They just don't want to do it anymore because there is nothing to do. So that is exactly the point and the problem. We're just doing dailies, or once you've built whatever you feel you need to build, there's no real incentive to go further, to go higher, you know? Like even the daily login events, if we're talking about that, right? I've cleared pretty much everything. I do still need to complete Luna's quest at some point, which I will. Like doing these weeklies, I just don't feel like doing them. Because what am I doing with the coins? And then the login rewards I'm already done, so... yeah. To an extent, for me at least, it feels difficult to keep going. That's the whole reason I'm just sitting here, just chilling most of the time. Like, even if I want to play, what am I supposed to do on the game? I have nothing else that I have nothing primarily that I want to do now, you know? Even purchasing this crap can be such a pain. I have to spend my vouchers. I'll finish spending it later. Can't miss out on inventory space though. Or the paints. I have so many of these. I remember when I couldn't even get like one doggo piece. And now I've got so many. Well, fair enough, Extra, but if you're not really bored, then why would you vote bored? Wouldn't you vote more like playing each day? And a lot of people are hoping that the swords will be fun. I have zero faith. I think the swords are going to be shit on a personal level because they haven't asked me to personally test, but yeah. No, it's not about making another piece of content to get cores. VEP is super easy already. I don't mind cores being in the one place. Plus, cores drop in other locations. You can craft your cores to tier 10 cores. So, I mean, that is already the case. You know, you already get weapon cores in places like Axion Plains, by the way. So, you're not locked into just one area of VEP. The tier 10 cores drop in VEP, which saves you some cost. But, yeah. I think people just straight up want more content. Anyway, just to clarify what I meant, I'm pretty sure the swords are going to be terrible because it depends on how they're going to structure this. Are they going to do like war? And I hate making the reference because trolls always come in when we mention Warframe. But if they're going to make it more like the Warframe's melee system, that's good. Because that's what they should have. If they make it like the Destiny 2 swords, then that's going to be utter trash. So I hope that that won't be the case because so far I have not been called up for any testing or things like that, which also means that Are they not confident in their product? That's my worry. That's my worry, because I feel that they're not confident in what they want their swords to be. And if they want this game to succeed, they need to be very, very confident in everything that they do. They should have already had a plan in their mind about how they want swords to be and how to make it fun for everybody. That's what worries me. That's what I'm worried about. Because I want this game to be great. I want them to have all the best stuff, but they can't exactly have the best stuff if, you know, they're not ready to showcase all of it. I feel that if they really want good feedback, they need to get their content creators constantly involved in like the latest content so that we know exactly what's coming up. There needs to be a lot more deeper communication with us. That's how I feel. Like, if they really want us to sell this game for them, that's what they gotta do. And that's where I feel a little bit that they're going wrong, because it makes me worried. It just makes me worried that they're not confident in their product. It's not really a problem, Cardivel, but I will say one thing, and that is the fact that the big issue right now is that there's no dopamine hit. And I've said this multiple times already today, but there needs to be a dopamine hit. When I get something legendary, when I'm getting legendary loot, I need to have a dopamine hit that tells me, you know, things are going well. I'm getting something good. Fair enough, Extra. Thanks for clarifying that. But I hope you understand that content drought is going to carry on for like centuries, pretty much. Because that's exactly what we're going to get. We're going to constantly have a content drought. Because right now, this game is like stuck in this... I don't know how to say it, but it's like... it's stuck in like an in-between kind of phase. You know, it feels like that's where it's stuck at. It seems very, very stuck. Where it doesn't even know what it wants to be. That's what I feel is, to an extent, going wrong about this game. This game doesn't seem to understand, and I've said this before in previous seasons, but every time they take a step forward, they seem to also take a step back. They don't seem to understand what kind of game they want to be. Are we going full Gooner? Or are we actually playing a serious game? What's the deal? What are we doing? Because if we are going to play a serious game, totally cool. I'm down. But if we're just going full Gooner, I'm also down. Let's lean into that, you know? They need to decide the direction they're going in, because they keep doing the Gooner stuff to sell their skins. Keep funding development. But whenever they release content that is funded by those skins, it's always subpar. Why is it subpar? Because they have to worry about all the, and I said this before in the past, one-handed players. They have to constantly worry about the one-handed crowd who's just here to rub one out and then go off. Both should technically be possible, but I feel that they're scared of that. I feel like they're scared to reintroduce really, really tough boss fights. I've said it before, and I don't care how many people get pissed off at me for me saying it, because I'm going to say it again. Boss fights in this game need to feel like boss fights. It should be so unplayable that only 1% of players can complete it. That's a boss fight. And that's how serious challenges should be. Too much? Okay, no problem. Have different levels. Best rewards in the game, you know, should be at level like 1000%. Let people choose, maybe 10 difficulty levels. Game journalists and people who just want to rub one out, they play on difficulty 1. No problem. But every boss fight should be so tough that they should be completely unplayable. Like maybe one character can beat it and it shouldn't be Serena. In fact, the best character should be every single boss release, right? Should immediately counter the best character. So right now, 3 of the best characters, Nell, Ultimate Luna, and Serena, should be unplayable in the next round. Make it so challenging that we struggle for weeks just to finally get an answer. If your boss fights don't make 3 people rage quit per fight, you're not having a correct boss fight. That's not a boss fight. That's just sad. At least 3 people should be rage quitting the game every single boss fight. Get the game journalists, get the losers out. But they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. And I'll tell you why. It's because they are afraid. There's a lot of fear because where's the revenue going to come from? And this is where they're sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place. And I empathize. They're caught because, unlike me, they can't just move over to a different game. When things get sour here, I just play something else. But they can't. This is their baby. This is their game. That's the issue. They've got nowhere else that they can go. And that leads to a lot of internal conflict and frustration. Not internal conflict as in internal within their dev team or anything, no. But I just mean that they become very confused about what kind of game they want to create. Full Gooner? Half Gooner? Non-Gooner? You know, there's no wiggle room. There's nowhere for them to go. If they want to head into the Gooner route, totally fine. Like I said, lean heavily into it. If that's what you're going to do, lean into it. Own it. Own it. But they're not owning it right now. That's the problem. That's the issue. They're not owning it. If they owned it, no problem. Happy days. But they're not owning it. That's where my issue comes in. I want to see them own it. I want to see them, you know, enjoy it. Because if they're going to go full Gooner, that's what they got to do. Oh my God. This thing is going to take an unbelievable amount of time. Well, back at it. Let's go visit the lounge to cleanse my spirit. Now, what I will say, MDRI, is that also kind of goes against, you know, the grain. Look, while I may criticize, we should not reach the point of ultimate negativity where they're going to milk as much and shut down the servers, okay? Please take note that I am an official content creator for this game, and I won't have those conversations here. You want to spout that kind of stuff, please get out of my stream. If you want to have a normal discussion, you know, without such negative insinuations that are blatantly untrue, that is literally, quite frankly, straight up slander. Okay, let's not go there. We can criticize, but let's be logical. Let's criticize logically. Let's make sure there is a basis for what we say. And if all you want to do is slander, take that to Reddit, take that to the official Discord. Don't ever come to me with it, because I will throw you out of here faster than a drunk at a club. Actually, they don't even throw out drunks anymore these days. They just milk the drunks, to be honest. But anyway, the point stands. All right. So let's not go down that far. Yeah.
If you need supplies, just let me know.
Enzo, just go supply your wife, man. I don't want your supplies. Now, there is another point which I will highlight. With regards to mechanics, I think there's just not enough people asking for it right now. To me, that I believe is one of the biggest issues. Not enough of us are talking about mechanics. Not enough of us are asking for mechanics. Just because you believe it's true doesn't mean it is. If that's how you want to react, MDRI, I've already explained the rules, but you can get the hell out of my stream and be banned from my channel. It's not sensitivity, it's the rules. I'm an official content creator for this game. I'm here to help and support the game. So if you want to slander, get the hell out. We're not going to slander the game here, but we can criticize. I'm okay with criticism, but if you're not here to have an actual discussion, get the hell out. We don't want you here. Plain and simple. They're not going to do anything rash, Mika. Look, stupid people like MDRI, morons with no IQ, they're the only ones that come in here because they're upset about the game. They're upset that the game is not the way they want, so they come in and slander and say all sorts of shit and say, well, it's true. Prove it. I dare you. I will call you out right now. Prove it in a video. Tag me in the video. Anytime, bro. I'm right here. Tag me in the video with evidence of what you said. Because if you did not do that, did you know that it's against the law to slander somebody? Did you know that libel is a thing? Yeah. Most of you guys have never been in legal situations. But as a businessman, I have to watch out for them. So, to the little snowflakes that say, oh, why are you so sensitive? Listen, it's because you're Patrick. Okay, you live under a rock. You've never actually dealt with any sort of legal situation. So don't bring that bullshit here. We're all sensible adults. Now, for the adults among us, let's keep talking. I don't think it's a balance issue, Victor. I think, again, it comes down to fear. Because when the game first released, they were very willing to make everything Korean levels of difficult. But I think they quickly realized that the primary audience is not Korean. And their Korean audience didn't really come in strongly because a lot of them were upset about what happened with Nexon and Maple Story, even though that was a completely different dev team. Do y'all know that Nexon is just the publisher? Nexon has nothing to do with the direction of this game other than taking royalties, you know, for publishing stuff, right? That's where Nexon comes in. Nexon will say, look, we'll publish your game, we're going to support your development, but of course, there's going to be some royalties given to us. We'll take a cut of your profits or whatever. That's how video game development works.
Do we have dog shampoo? I need to wash Descendant.
Ines actually named her dog Descendant. That's pretty freaking cool. Okay, hold on. Let me swap a different character in. Just to see their different lines. Exactly. Magnum Studios is actually the dev team behind this game. Do you know that most people do not know it's Magnum Studios? They're all like, oh, it's you know, Nexon behind everything. Like, no, it's not how video games work. Okay, so publisher and dev team are separate. Now, Magnum Studios is trying their best, but I think that they're also like feeling a lot of fear. This fear stems from the backlash after the Ines nerf.
Blue, hot water. Red, cold water.
Lol, Serena doesn't know how to operate a shower. What a nerd. Blue, hot water. Red, cold water. Like, seriously? Serena, come on. She does, Austin? Oh, that's awesome. I'm putting an S right here. That's it, man. That's it, man. Ines needs to be in my lounge permanently. I'm placing her permanently in a spot where she will say that. I'm sorry, Valby, get the hell out. This is Ines's spot now.
Time of the hounds.
Oh my god, she said it just there. Yes. Yes. The new character? No clue. Could be Captain Harris, but honestly, no clue. No official clue, anyway. Why won't it let me... You know what? Screw this. I'll just customize the first set to Ines's thingamabob. And I believe I colored the whole thing black. Yep, there we go. Better. There you are, woof woof lady. Yep, she just said it, and I'm so happy, Austin. But anyway, coming back to the point. Who do I think the new character is going to be for the next season? I've already said could be Captain Harris, but again, you know. Well, I think most people want Daya because that, I think, is the biggest issue. And I mean, hey, if it's alpha, I don't care. Like, they can do that if they want. It's literally... I always laugh when they just play in the shower. Very silly. Let's throw in Bunny. There you are. Placed. Now go have a cheerful shower. I just want to see what you'll say. Yeah. She's so expressionless when she does that. It's creepy.
Ouch! I just got a shock. What's up with the short circuit?
Lol. So that's Bunny's line, huh? Well, I'm happy for you, Neo Tengu. Is that how people have been getting inside the showers? Oh god. Like, really, that is just sad on so many levels. But either way, anyway, let's not talk about that. Clean stream. Like I said, for me, personally, I think that they just need to decide what they want. Do they want this game to be hardcore? Or do they want this game to be, you know, just chill, gooner stuff? Whatever they decide is fine. That's actually something that I've tried to highlight multiple times. What they decide is totally cool. It doesn't matter which one they decide, but they need to make a decision. Also, I hate this VEP. This particular VEP round is annoying. And look, I have no doubt that they will figure it out, but they do need to make a decision. Whatever they choose to lean into is fine, but they gotta commit. That's how I feel like right now, they're like halfway here, halfway there. And I understand why. Again, it comes down to what I've already said, fear. It's fear. Because I think that at the very start, they wanted this game to be a serious game. But they very quickly learned that the best way to push their profits is to lean into, you know, what makes money. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody does it. Even the game that we don't often mention has done it by ensuring that their machines appeal to very lonely individuals. But they've had more time to develop the hardcore side of their stuff, and they started as a hardcore game anyway. So they've already got their hooks into players. And one of the biggest problems is that players felt like they were restarting that game and playing this game, so they were unwilling to move because they effectively had to grind everything up again, progress everything up again. It wasn't a smart system. I think that they should have gone and turned this game into a more traditional looter shooter. At least that is what I would have done. I would have turned this into a much more traditional looter shooter. Because that's where I feel like they would have earned their cash or earned their stripes. Okay, heading out. I'm not going to do VEP today because this VEP sucks. Okay, back in we go for the last bit of stream. Ziggy, season 3 already came with like a full-on, you know, pre-register and stuff like that. And it completely flopped, so I don't think, like, I have to be realistic here. I'm here to support the game, but I'm also realistic. And as a very realistic man, I will say, yeah, I don't have much hope right now. I feel like they're caught in a situation whereby it's going to take them like a good 2 to 3 years to get this whole thing solid, you know?
There must be a colony.
Like, they're definitely trying to right the ship. I got no qualms about that, nor do I have anything, you know, negative to say about that. I think they're trying to do a good job. I think they're trying to do right by us, but it's definitely a 2 to 3 year kind of deal. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be season 3.5. If they pull that nonsense again, people are just going to straight up table flip and leave. Because a lot of the people that came back to experience season 3 already left again. A couple of returning players are sticking around, but it's a very small portion compared to those that, you know, were into it at the start. Because the momentum died very, very quickly. Once people realized that, you know, Wall Crasher was just 7 Serenas? Yeah.
Please confirm.
I'm not so worried about it being a mistake. I'm more worried about it being the last straw. They need to just bite the bullet and go season after season after season. You choose a seasonal model, that's what you gotta do. You gotta roll with the punches, you know? You don't have a chance or a choice. Oh, cam froze? Okay. I'll fix it in a while. Good to know that it finally froze. Yeah, I know. I'll fix it in a while. Don't worry, guys. You can just stare at my frozen face for a little bit. I know, right? Awesome locked-in look for a bit. You guys can now stare at my beautiful face. But yeah, bear with me, I'll sort it out soon. Thankfully, it's not difficult to sort out. Okay. Alright, in order to fix this, what you have to do is first completely close this. Then it just takes a sec. You gotta end the process. Okay, now that that's done, we start it up again. Season 2.5, they basically, instead of going from season 2 to 3, they added another season in between, which was called season 2.5. And we're back. Hi. Yep, it's actually a very simple fix. And funnily enough, I believe it's because the cam software has memory leak for some weird ass reason.
It looks like Legion of Breach troops have been deployed. Vulgus special assault ship identified. Primary tactical objective confirmed. Search and destroy required. I feel amazing!
Oh, we have a Blair. Lol.
Descendant, I picked up a mutant.
Don't worry,
material
thanks for letting me know.
formation
Whenever the
signal
cam
in
freezes, I'll
nearby.
just reset the software. It's because I'm using an external software that unfortunately I've got no choice but to use. But it does happen sometimes from time to time. 'Tis thankfully a minor issue.
Let's go.
Breach creatures multiplying.
Funnily
There
enough,
must be a
Borderlands no longer freezes my cam, which I'm very, very grateful for. Yeah, it's a Blair Enjoyer, which is good. At least there's somebody else to, At least there's somebody else to take the heat.
Descendant, destroy this tactical objective. Please confirm.
New
Our
subscriber
breach creatures
detected.
spotted inside the operations zone.
Blair is underrated.
Descendant,
No, he is exactly where he belongs. Garbage.
it
Nah,
looks
I'm just
like
kidding.
Legion of Breach.
Blair is alright. But he ain't no match for Jaber.
Vulgus special assault ship identified.
Point number one. And overall, I feel that he doesn't get as much value.
Primary tactical objective confirmed. Search and destroy required.
That's the big problem. They reworked Jaber recently, and he is like a gold standard. So even Lepic, after Lepic's rework, is struggling to do anything even remotely as good as Jaber. That's the problem. Blair also suffers from the fact that his skill power modifiers are relatively low, so although he's getting big crits and he's got plenty of power and restoration, he doesn't have the same heights on damage. Being able to research more cats at once actually might be a good solution because a lot of people
A large cluster of
are
breach creatures has been
genuinely
detected in the area.
bottlenecked at catalysts. The other thing that I'll also say is that they need to make the catalyst materials like something you can acquire everywhere. Like every activity you do, you should be able to get catalyst materials continuously. Why? It softens that grind. And that's where a lot of people feel bottlenecked into progressing, because it's a chore to progress. But that only solves the problem of people getting to the end stage. Once they get to the end stage and find out there's nothing else to do, that's when they're gonna be sad.
Descendant, destroy this tactical objective. Please confirm. Colony of breach creatures spotted inside the operation zone.
Wall Crasher started out as a really good addition, but the fact that he can just be beaten by 7 Serenas is sad. That's what I'm saying. There needs to be something additional on top of that. There needs to be something better than that. That's why I'm saying that every new boss that is released must be so hard that within the first 2 weeks, only 5% of players have completed it. End of story. Only the top 10% of players should complete the boss. Everyone else suffer. That's how it should be. That's how bad it needs to be. Because that's the only time that we'll have a meaningful challenge. More importantly than that, every new boss that is released must completely invalidate the strongest characters. Meaning that if Serena is currently the strongest, then the new boss must be like so dangerous to Serena that Serena will be unplayable in that content. How they do it is up to them. But they could make it so that Serena has like a 90% debuff. You know, certain descendants will get debuffed as soon as they enter, things like that. Like, there are many ways they can do it.
Primary tactical objective confirmed.
But there needs to be a lot of force. Because what people are doing is that they're just making themselves bored. Every new thing, oh, Serena, okay, done. What I will say, Curdor's Creations, is that they've never done that. They've never once treated this as selling us the solution with the newest character. It may appear that way, but they haven't actually done that. The problem stems from, because FYI, Serena still does more damage than Ultimate Luna, just so you know. The problem stems from the fact that the strong characters are far too strong, the old characters can't catch up, and the reworks are too slow. So, if they want this to be done seriously, that's why I'm proposing. It's not that they should, you know, not sell us the latest character as a solution. That's not how things work here. And it hasn't been. Alright? But what they do need to understand and focus on is the fact that whatever they do, they need to ensure some degree of balance. And they cannot be afraid of making content difficult. I agree, Victor. They should have made it so that in Axion Plains, we would just get catalyst materials as we play through. Like, that just makes sense. Because I'm here for, like, freaking collection coins, and I still need to cook catalysts. So, yeah. And now another problem has presented itself because right now, Ultimate Luna is so much more fun to play than a lot of other characters, to the point that I don't feel like playing other characters because I'm just like, what's the point? I'm just going to be doing something less fun. You know? And if I'm going to have to do something as mind-numbing as Axion Plains, you can bet your bottom dollar I'm going to run Ultimate Luna. I'm not sure. I really don't chase Mastery rank. It's quite unimportant. Yeah, that's something that's usually added to each season. So I'm not sure what the max is, whether it's 30 or 31. But since I'm 30, the max might be 31. So 32 might come as more weapons and descendants are added. That's how it works in this game. The max is an unattainable goal that you get closer to each season. And then once people get too close to the max, they'll add another 10 levels for no reason. And that's how they do things here.
Descendant, Volga's comms traffic is increasing.
The max is 40, but you cannot reach 40, not Hades. You know that, right?
Volga's special assault ship
That's why I'm saying the
identified.
effective maximum is, okay, so 31 is not reachable yet. There you go. So 30 is currently the maximum that is reachable. Yeah, swords will probably push us to 31.
Primary tactical objective confirmed.
There you have it, ladies and gents.
Required.
Well, Jimbo, they've already imposed a mastery rank restriction. They can't restrict it more than that. Because what's to stop somebody from trolling you by being mastery rank 30 and going in with a shit build? Preventing new players from accessing final content so quickly is not a solution. Rather, that is simply resolved by them like they could literally just do an advertising campaign for the content creators and say, hey, you need builds and information? Go ahead and look for RealAsianRobot. His channel has everything you need. Ta-da! Like, that's super simple to do. So it's not really a problem that needs to be solved, at least in my opinion. I think that mainly there are other bigger issues, in my personal opinion, that require resolution. Also, can I increase the text font size a little bit? Extra, Jaber can literally solo any Axion Plains mission. But Lepic, if you do a side-by-side comparison, Lepic struggles with the bosses a lot. So that's why Lepic sucks ass. Have you done a comparison of them side by side? Have you seen the clear times with Jaber versus Lepic? Because Jaber, if built correctly, i.e. my build, he just stomps through everything, you know? In fact, he is as fast as Ultimate Luna. Granted, he can't boss like her, but he is just as fast. Nell, of course, is far superior to Lepic. Like, Lepic is just bad. Not because he sucks, but he suffers from lacking an elite clearing option. He doesn't have a strong means of just deleting an elite monster quickly. Even his fourth skill does not deal enough damage, in my personal opinion, to actually reach those heights. So while he can be alright, that's all he really is, alright. And that's kind of the problem. Why would I choose to play Lepic when I could play Jaber? That's why I always question, have you played Jaber? Have you used Jaber at full power? Have you seen what Jaber can do?
Primary tactical objective confirmed. Search and destroy required.
Yes, doing a mission for the first time does give mastery rank XP. I'm pretty sure I highlighted that to you guys in the mastery rank guidance video. First time you do anything in this game, you're gonna get mastery for it.
Breach creatures multiplying. There must be a colony.
It's even worse, Chosen One, because you literally turn up to all my streams. So, brother, are you just like AFK from my streams the entire time? Are you paying attention here? I think we're well past the disappointment stage, brother.
Descendant, destroy this tactical objective. Please confirm. Colony of breach creatures spotted inside the operation zone.
Yes. Of course. The first time you level anything, you'll get mastery rank XP. You get XP from your vehicles too. I've told everybody this. That's why everybody should know. If y'all don't know, it's because you don't watch me enough. You don't learn. Learning is good.
Descendant, boldest comms traffic is increasing at your location. It looks like Legion of Breach troops.
You know, I'm not trying to be mean when I say this, but I do have to highlight it. A lot of people, they act like they're discovering things for the first time, but do you know that everybody who's watched me since day one knows everything? Because if you just follow and watch the robot, life is easy for you. You will never have any problems or difficulties. That's all it takes. You know, I've got time. Let me swap over to Jaber. Because a lot of people still don't understand how strong Jaber is. In the time it takes Lepic to have to put down his little grenade and then kill and then, you know, throw his grenade to blow stuff up and worry about MP, Jaber can literally just slay everything. That's why we call him Slaver. That's why I said, Victor, there must be restrictions on bosses. Like, when a boss is released, the top 3 characters for the previous boss should be so unplayable. Because that's how you're supposed to make difficulty. That's how you're supposed to make a game like this work. See, Jaber only has one, I guess you could call it a startup cost. The first time he has to cast, his turrets don't have this benefit. But after that, like, Jaber doesn't even have to care. In a situation with an NS, Lepic at most, right? All he can do is summon the vacuuming thing and make it easier for NS to detonate everybody. Like, that's all that Lepic does. Whereas Jaber, at least, all I have to do is place turrets and then I'm good to go. This is why I was disappointed with the Lepic rework. Because he wasn't Jaber. He just wasn't. combine Jaber with an S and everything dies even faster. So many people to this very day underestimate just how powerful Jaber is. Because Jaber can literally just sit here. Like, Lepic has to actually play the game, and even then he doesn't deal enough damage. Look at this guy.
At your location. It looks like Legion of Breach troops. Bogus special assault ship identified.
And Baron has never left ever since. Wonderfully faithful. And always supportive. So thank you, Mr. Baron. Mr. Vaughn of the crashes.
Bring it. Reactivation sequence. Shield.
Primary tactical objective confirmed.
See, Big Boss comes down, I can literally just put down my turrets, and not only do the turrets kill him fast, but I can literally use the turrets to save my whole ass team. So, dude flies up, I don't even have to aim at him, or somebody else, a bosser, can step in like Sharon. There you go. Like, Sharon literally is better clear than Lepic does. FYI, funnily enough, I can actually showcase that too. But I won't for now. But this is the entire problem, ladies and gents. This is the entire issue. Now, I'm going to head back to town. I'm not going to do the last wall crasher, but I'm going to take any last questions you guys might have. If you guys got any serious questions you want to ask, now's the time. All right, because the next time you see me on this will probably be in 2 days' time. I'm definitely not going to be playing tomorrow. I'm going to be on my Borderlands, maybe do some Shape of Dreams in the evening. You know, try a couple of other different things. I got a lot of stuff on my plate after all. What the hell is this game? Oh wow, this is a piece of crap. Why the hell did they even give me a key? Ultimate characters, there's no need for guesses. It's Ultimate Eugen, they already said so. Yes. There is no need to guess. They've told us in advance. If you're logging in for daily missions though, Hades, I tell you, that means that you're doing more than me because I'm not even logging in for dailies anymore. If you don't struggle on bosses with Lepic, please take note that my comparison is solo. Did you play him completely solo? Because Lepic really struggles with the boss kills, no matter how good your build is. Like side-by-side comparison, Jaber breezes through. Lepic doesn't. I don't think it's a preference thing. It's a straight-up fact. Unless you've got some hidden special build for Lepic, which again, I don't think so because everyone's got the same mods, everyone's got the same reactors and whatnot. Lepic struggles hard against bosses. He can kill them, but overall his killing speed is much slower than Jaber. And if you actually do a side-by-side time comparison, Jaber's faster. That's the issue. That's the facts. And I dare anyone to prove to me that their Lepic can clear as fast as Ultimate Luna. I've opened this challenge to everybody. I've asked for video evidence. And please remember, don't send me some other creator's video. I want to see you. You don't have to record a professional video. I just want to see your mods, your reactor, your external components, and you show me that you can do it as fast as, say, Ultimate Luna can. Or Jaber can. Either way, fine. Whatever. But show me. Because to this day, I've asked several people who claim that Lepic is good. They can't prove it. And I can tell you that he sucks ass. Because you try to walk into a boss fight. I've played crit build with him. I've played non-crit build with him. Both ways, he just doesn't have the killing power. for the bosses. Or I should probably use the correct term, the commander at the end. Like, he really struggles against them. That's why you rarely, if ever, see an actual Lepic. And even then, anybody else on the team, like a Sharon, Luna, or whatever, is going to smoke the boss before the Lepic even gets a chance. At most, he gets to throw one grenade. By the time he shifts into his fourth form, Luna's already bursted the whole thing down. Or Nell, God forbid Nell, she just does her fourth skill once with full stacks. Boom. Straight away. So that, for me, is a personal problem with Lepic. They made a promise that all characters would at least meet the farming standard, which is an S. Currently, several characters are above that, and Lepic isn't even anywhere close. So, yeah. I don't know what the next Abyss is going to be. Dawn says it's Deathstalker. I've heard it's Molten Fortress, but we'll see. I genuinely don't really care what's next. Because the big problem is that somebody's going to beat it in like 7 seconds. And then there we go. Cardival, if you say something like that as a member of the Robot Nation, I will revoke your right to be a part of us. Because how dare you be so weak? No Robot Nation player should ever fear a mere Colossus. They are nothing to us. They are just farming fodder. So unless Deathstalker's got some crazy ass mechanic, she's about to get her ass smoked. Because don't forget, Luna can stun bosses. So what's going to happen is that instantaneously, people are just going to go in, 9-second stun, dangerous ambush the whole time. Brrr. So what to do, right? What to do. Okay, since there is nothing else important, I shall head off for now. Let's end the poll there. All right. After 262 votes, although most people didn't really contribute to the discussion at all, they just voted and dipped, which was really, really weird. Like, what's the point? 23% of people are bored and playing other games. 23% are still playing TFD daily. And a lot of people are bored but still playing. So, for the people that voted at least, you know, the vast majority are still playing, which is good. But the active player count on Steam is like 7.3k. So I think it's mostly console players carrying at this point. Because Steam has completely lost interest in this game, and I understand that. But for now, ladies and gents, I will head off. Thank you guys for having a good conversation with me, those of you that did. Alright, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't do anything too weird while I'm gone, okay?